Right, so this is my benchmarking video. I'm not going to bore you with making you watch all the benchmarking actually happening. I'll show you the before and what I've got at the end. So I'm going to be using 3D Mark 06. My CPU is clocked at 4.5 gigahertz. My GPU are just at the stock clocks at the moment, and my temps are in the 40s. So I'm just gonna run 3D Mark 06 at its default settings, so I get a score at the end and I'll show you what I get. I'm estimating around 23,000, as that's what I've got before. I'll then do it again, but with the graphics card overclocked just a little bit, and try and beat 24K. I have actually managed to beat 24K before. I got where is it? I got 24,500 points, so I'll try and get that again and show you the proof. So let's go. So I'll leave it going now, and I'll restart the video at the end of the benchmark. Right, so just coming to the end of the benchmark now. Let's see what I've got. So the score is 22,869. The maximum temperature it reached was 90°C. So that's not really the best, but okay. I'm now gonna do it with the graphics card overclocked just a little bit, and we'll see what the result is there then. So the graphics card is now clocked at 740 on the core clock. It was 712. The shader's gone up to 1683. It was 1620, and the memory has gone up to 1345. It was 1332. I've also put the fan up to 100% because it was only on 40 and didn't seem to want to go up. So let's go again and see what I get this time. I think there's also a chance that the benchmark could actually crash and it'll blue screen, because that is what has happened once or twice. But out of about, I've done it more than 8 times in a row and didn't crash it, so it should be alright, but we'll see. So I'll stop this now and start it again at the end. Right, so the benchmark's finished and it's gone up to 23,452. So that's improved quite a bit. How much is that? About 500, 600 points just from that little tweak in the settings. I'm going to increase the core clocks just a little bit more and run it again, and we'll see what happens. Right, so I've put the core clock up to 755. The shade is now at 1717. And the memory's now at 1355. So let's see how this goes. Personally, I think it's going to blue screen, or the drivers will crash and then it'll blue screen, but we'll see. So I'm going to stop it again and leave it going. Right, so the benchmark's finished again. Score hasn't improved too much, but it has improved. Score's gone to 23,849. So I really want to beat that 4K mark. So we'll go again and we'll see. So the core clock's now at 765, shader clock 1740, and the memory clock is 1365. Let's run it. Now I'll be very surprised if I don't blue screen this time. I'd never actually put it this high before, and I don't understand. Oh, I know. It'll be because of my CPU. Next, I'll start overclocking the CPU a bit more, so we'll see what happens then. Right, so the drivers have crashed, so, oh, no. Drivers have crashed, so my computer's now oh, there we go, blue screen. So, I'll put it back to what it was, and I'll try overclocking the CPU this time. Right, so it's loaded back up. I've overclocked it to 4.6 GHz, and I've put the core clock to 755 and 1717 and 1350. So the GPU has been downclocked just a little bit, so it's not as high as before, and I've overclocked the CPU. I think it'll crash on the CPU benchmark now, as I haven't actually managed to get past there yet, so past there with the at 4.6. So we'll give it a go and we'll see. Right, okay, so it wasn't happy about that, and I'm not going to risk it for now. I'll do it another night and upload another video if I manage to top 24k. So my first run was 22,869, and then I improved it by 583. Got it up to 23,452. Improved it by another 391. Got it up to 23,849. So from the first run to the third run, I improved it by 974. So just through those little bits, those little clock differences, at 4.5 GHz and a small GPU overclock, I can increase it by almost 1,000 points. So if I can get it doing properly, I will. So then, yeah, next video will be some Crisis benchmarks, maybe something else, not sure, benchmark something, maybe even Vantage. So thanks for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, that's it.